Okay, here we are. Now, we're going to record this today on Tuesday and then publish it on Wednesday because Wednesday is one of the better days on YouTube to publish. What they say, at least the video I watch, that uh, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday are the best. I have my little dog, my little Shih Tzu, Little Dio, with me. He wants to be here with us. He is doing a lot better as far as I could tell. He had a prostate problem. Uh, we had to be on antibiotics for quite a long time. He's so far doing okay. He got an infection in his eye. I think one of the cats got him because we have little feral cats. We live rural that just show up all the time. And we have two kittens, and Pow Wow Rascal. He is so possessive of my husband. Here comes little Dio in the mornings. I think we left him alone. We'll never do that again. So his eye is doing well. Uh, I actually spent a distress all this last week. Every time something goes wrong with my little boy here, I just really basically lose it because it was so much bad news for so long. So, but we made the decision that this dog was going to be okay. So he's up here because he insists on being in the video. He likes to be, even when we go out, now he is a service dog, so he has to get permission to say hello. That's part of his job when he's got a little jacket on. He has to get permission. Otherwise, he basically just ignores animals and people. Uh, on Zooms, he really, because he's not working, he, you know, he likes to be, he likes people to say, yeah, I exist. I'm here, you know. So little Dio is saying hello right now. Let's see if he'll be happy with a pig's ear. Uh, oh, I don't have his new pig's ear. Well, we'll see if he'll be happy and not bark. Oh, I love him so much. Yesterday was a hard day. Uh, Today's a better day. We went to the vet and it looks better these days. So okay, we're gonna put little Dio behind the curtain. Just a minute. Okay, here goes. Here goes. And here's it. So anyway, because I do a lot of Zoom calls, I live rural with people that I associate on that I know in the city and in the certain organization I belong to. So today we're doing our video instead of tomorrow because tomorrow might be a busier day. Uh, I really want to be consistent with these. I hope I do remember what I was going to say, some of it. I did not take notes this time. So we're kind of winging it today, which I don't usually do. I'd rather take notes, but I don't know if you can hear little Leo. I've got to check my volume too. I noticed on some of my videos, uh, the volume should be all the way up. So I sure hope so. I don't know if you can hear little Dio. Little Dio, don't do that. And we may even have to start this over. He wants treats. So let's see, just a minute. Now that he's gotten all his hair back, he lost most of his hair through this whole process. We do call him Fluff Butt Boss. What? No, that's not what we call him. I can't remember. I don't, you know what? I'm not doing that well. I don't sleep well. But we're still doing a video. So here, little deal, have some treats. Fluff Butt Boss. Or something like that. Because, when he's not working, he feels like he can be the boss. Okay, good. He gets some treats. Settle lay down. Settle lay down. Excellent. Settle lay down. Good boy. Settle lay down. Little boys that settle lay down get good treats. Now, one of my I trained my dog, and it took a lot of work to train him as a service dog. Many of us really don't. It could cost up to 30,000 to train a service dog. Anyway, so we have to figure it out ourselves and do that. I've got some light coming in the window. These are just home videos. We are not fancy here yet. Maybe we'll be fancy someday. So, um, anyway, we've got Little Dio healing up, and that changes everything for me. He is my best friend. I am with him 24 hours a day. Okay, when I dream, he's with me. So he's pretty major in my life, and I am really thrilled. He is doing as well as he is. So today, now I ended my last video, so let's go here first. I'm 6 minutes in. I hope someone watches this and didn't turn it off already. You'll never find out what this product is, and I have severe allergies. I got into pesticides many years ago down in El Centro, California, a farming community. With my genetics, I had no business being there. I never recovered. I almost died. I was hospitalized for 5 days with an asthma attack. And they said, if you want her, you got to get her out of here or she'll die. And they told me if I wanted to live, to stay away from farming communities. There's just too many herbicides, pesticides. You would see it floating up to the top of telephone poles, this fog. Anyway, after, I guess it was 4 or 5 months, I about hit the dust. And you know what? I couldn't breathe on my own after that. So, okay, Little Dio. We keep working at our health. Now, us boomers, we find all kinds of solutions. Not all of us are conventional. Some of us are conventional, but not all of us. We are the ones, the generation that kind of started looking back on natural approaches to health. So this is a product. I think it's helping me not be on so much steroid, and maybe at some point, not any. Now, I use a technique in my life. I call it a waking dream technique. And I saw this product. There's a couple things. If something comes out at me and it's like it's staring at me, it's like, pay attention. So I use that technique in my life. And I was directed on Amazon to this product. I hope you could see it. Certainly stop the video if you have problems with your adrenal glands, which I do. And already, this product has helped me not be taking so much steroid, and I'm hoping maybe it might be a great component in healing me in this area. I am so highly allergic to this area. I should never have come to the Northwest. That was a huge mistake. It's been hard. So I started using that. It recommends 1/8 teaspoon. I use 1/4 4 times a day. Now the pollens are really kicking up. They have sticky, spiky pollens up here, I guess they just do. They're different up here. By tonight, most likely, I'm hoping it will continue to work. I will be clear through my nose so I can breathe through my nose. When I can't breathe through my nose, I can't even sleep. And I had massive problems. I had to move out of Seattle. Okay, I don't know if you can hear him. And I don't know what kind of video this is going to be. I am tired. Um, but that's the product I had last week that I wanted to share with you. You are eating all your treats, by the way. I couldn't just give you one. Good Blue Bear. Good shall lay down. He does excellent settling there. So even with the steroids, now I haven't been checking my blood pressure because I did for a while, and I'm so sick of checking my blood pressure. Yeah. So, there's aged garlic. You might look into that. I've done two products I'm working with. Uh, it's slower than working with other uh, medicines. I'm tired of prescriptions, you know. So I'm going to start checking it again, see if it's helping. Now, one of the things I have to do is lose some weight. And losing weight on steroids is just about impossible. Yesterday, because of the dog and the stress, I found I'm an emotional eater. I've never had that kind of problem until later in life. It's like a bite, you know, it's the only thing I can do that. And I thought I beat it yesterday and didn't. I totally blew it. I ate 90 carbs and 1,800 and I believe 43 or 73 calories, way too many. So what I'm doing, I was for a while just doing my carbohydrates. Can't do that. That won't work. You can, if you eat over 70 carbohydrates a day, you most likely are going way over what you want to do with calories. And I don't know why I forgot this. It's very convenient. I discovered this a while back, and so I started counting calories, and then my dog got sick, and I forgot everything and began emotionally eating because it's like an addiction. It's like a bite. What's going to help me feel better? Something's got to help this. And you know, it's sugar, muffins, chocolate, yummy, good carby food. So, you know, I'm very guilty of that. I've never had that kind of problem. I never had a weight problem in life. So I do now. So for my health, I don't, you know, uh, more than anything, I'm working at losing weight. So anyway, I'm hoping this adrenal, beef adrenal, it's grass fed and finished. It's going to help me rebuild my adrenal glands. The thing about it is these organ meats. These organ meats, they have peptides in them. Now, peptides, I think, are you know they're already getting renowned. You know, with Ozempic and all that. Uh, Creatine is also another peptide. It's going to be our new medicine. Probably something they try to hide from us. That you know, if you're a boomer, you really do know about the conspiracies that are true. So we know about the health system. There's many things I did want to bring up today, so we're not going to do this too long. So I'm tired. One of the reasons I haven't been doing videos is I don't feel well. So I can't breathe through my nose yet. As I said, the pollens are going way up. Um, so uh, anyway, these things might help other boomers. We're all the same generation. We all got the crappy nutrition, really. We probably didn't get as good nutrition as our grandparents did, you know? Because we had canned food, frozen food. They did start processing our food. I don't, you know, they didn't do the GMOs. We weren't fat. You never saw any fat kids when I was growing up. Really, I don't remember seeing a lot of fat people, especially young people. I feel so sorry for them because, especially the ones where the parents just, you know, made them obese. I think that's so unfair. That they've given them a health problem and a challenge all their lives in trying to keep their health and not have diabetes and heart disease and other horrible things, the big C and all that. That, you know, we are a sick nation. It's a sad ordeal, I think. So I know there's a lot of boomers like me, and we care a lot about our health. And I think a lot of us are sick, along with everybody else. So we're always trying to find other solutions for that. Now, I also work out. Uh, I do light weights. I don't do heavy weights. You know, I've worked up to 2 8-pound weights. My goal is to work up to two 12-pound weights, and I do jazzercise on demand, which I love because I could do it at home uh, in filtered air. So, uh, That's what I do. I know I was going to bring up something else. The video before that I did was on the M, MBTI, the Meyer uh, Briggs typology identifier. And I really do think there's something to that. And for this channel, I just going to keep working at this in my little granny way. See if I can get it to grow. Make it interesting enough for people. You learn something every time I'm on here. And, like this Adrenal, if you're tired all the time, go get this beef Adrenal. I think it might help you. And also, I'm taking the other organ meats. Now, I started on them really fast. I didn't know you're supposed to go up. I, and then I got really tired. But that's because it was probably working on healing my body, and it was saying, "Hey, body, lay down so we can heal you." So sometimes that does happen, I think, and you may not feel a lot of energy. Let's say you go get this adrenal product. Maybe you don't get the energy right away, and you get a little tired. Well, that's your body saying, "Okay, it's time for you to rest so I can do my work because I can't do it when you're active." So I don't know, there's probably some other things I wanted to talk about. Oh, just building this station, making it interesting at some point. It'd just be fun to have a uh, Zoom again and even have other boomers on here and other topics. I'd love that at some point. And I will want to do lives. I don't think I have enough subscribers at this point. And I hope you can hear me okay. I was going to check the speakers on here. It seems like when I watched my video, because I have another channel that's just anonymous, and that's where I watch my own videos to see how they are and how they really are, so I know for sure. It's published on YouTube that uh, you might have to turn up your speakers. So, I don't, I was going to see if there was something on volume on recording, and I thought before there was a way to pause this. There isn't. Not that I can see. Pause video recording. Oh, you know what? I see it. See, I just started doing this, so yeah, okay, I could pause this video. I don't think I'll do it on this one, but I can. If I need to pause it, I know where to do it. Last time it just stopped. So I'm trying to think, is there something else? Little Dio, settle lay down. I'm doing a video. Little boss fluff butt. That's what we call him. Little boss fluff butt. He lost all his hair. It was so horrible. It's so horrible to have your best friend get really ill and sick and almost die and be hospitalized. You know, these people that say, well, it's only a dog. You know what I say to them? Well, you're only a human. My dog is a very important soul. He's got more love in him. He's a little bossy at times when he's not working. He's very good when he's got his service dog jacket on. Um, I'm having a senior moment. So I'll probably let this video go. I don't think I have too much information on here. I know I wanted to talk about other things. Um, I may do another one. I'm going to have this published on Wednesday. Who knows? If I have a better day and I have the time, I'll do another video. I'll take notes because I'd like to talk about things that interest people and people, the boomers, people like me. We can share things. I think we're all very interested in staying the best that we can for as long as we can. I don't think we're the kind that if we can help it, we want to stay vital and mobile and cognitive type thing. So, all right. Well, love to you all. I'm just going to publish this. It's not the best video. I don't know if it's going to get me any subscribers. I'm going to change my name, by the way. I don't know why. When I started on YouTube, I think you couldn't put spaces between your name or something. So we're just going to change it with some spaces. Gracie, Granny Gracie in the now. And, but I can't do that for another 14 days. I don't, I'm just starting over with this and it's kind of fun. So I hope, I could do some lives. There'll be enough people at some point. If I'm consistent with this, I'm watching other people. You know, the one guy, I think it's retirement survival. He told me he just uses his iPhone and he doesn't do any editing or anything. And just what he has to share and say, he gets a paycheck. I would love that. I spent veterinarians are not cheap. Uh, and when your best friend gets sick, you must save them. So I'll tell you, having an income coming in would be so fantastic. That would be great. But if not, I'll do it anyway because it is a window to the outside world. And it is a way, I don't know, having something scheduled that I have to do. Even if it's a day like today where I'm tired and I'm stuffed up and I didn't take notes, but I thought, well, I better do it today or it's not going to get done at all. All right. Well, love to you all.